Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me. This is your host, Heidi Jester. Welcome back to 2019. There we go. Used to say in 1992 for our Pittsburgh Pirates replay, but this is 2019, Game 5. Tampa Bay Rays and the Colorado Rockies coming to town. I think it's a 2-game series against Colorado. There's your starting lineups for you guys there. We got who do we have? That's a good question. Charlie Blackmon at right, David Dahl in left, Nolan Arenado at third, Trevor Story at short, Ryan McCannon at first, Ian Desmond in center, Chris Iannetta catching, Mark Reynolds the DH, and Garrett Hampson, the second baseman. Pitching today for Colorado is Chad Bettis, the right-hander. For Tampa Bay, it's Austin Meadows in right, Tommy Pham in left, Chi-Man Cho at first, Brandon Lau at second, Yanni Diaz DH, Kevin Kiermaier in center field, Daniel Robertson at third, Michael Perez at catching, and Willie Adames at short. There is your lineups for today's game. Tribe Fan 879, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. We got the Colorado Rockies here. As we know, our good friend Tribe Fan 879 is doing a Colorado Rockies replay from 2018. So be sure to check that out and check out some more Colorado Rockies. But the Rockies are in Tampa today. We're using National Pastime Next Generation Plus system, very similar to APA, but better in all aspects. So here we go. It's going to be Ryan Stanek pitching for Tampa. Looks like he's in for one inning, so he must be their opener here. As the Rays use Stanek. He's a K6 against lefties and righties. Blackmon is a lefty. Let's get things underway here. Oh, 6-6. And that one is one that is hit well by Charlie Blackmon, and that is going out to right center field. And good night, Irene, as that one is gone. First pitch of the ball game. The Rockies strike quick and fast. Charlie Blackmon, 1-0 Colorado. David Dahl is up. 62 is a 45. That's going to be a ground ball down to first. And you know what? I'm actually going to... All right. So, we're going to ground out to first base for the out. There we go. So, David Dahl is out of there. Brings up Nolan Arenado. It's going to take me a little while. I got a little bit different setup. I'm actually using the charts on my other computer screen. So which means I had to move my ball score stuff onto the actual screen that I have all of my streaming and YouTube screens up. So it's kind of a pain. And then, of course, I need a keyboard to enter this stuff. So, and, of course, the cards, and, of course, the microphone, and, of course, the camera, you know. And, the other thing I was going to do is actually get that out of the way for you guys. There we go. Oh, Nolan Arenado brings his .315 average in against Ryan Stanek. 34 is a 31. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Don't tell me I have to keep clicking in here. That would be a pain in the ass. All right, so fly out to center field. And then, of course, it pops up on the other screen, which is not good. All right. Well, anyways, Trevor's story's up. Let's see what Trevor's got in store for us here. 26. That's a 45. That's a fly out to right. And after the home run by Blackmon, we go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Colorado. And Austin Meadows, the lefty, is up against Chad Bettis. He is a K2 versus right-handers, K3 versus lefties. 41 is a 28. 28, and that's going to be ground out to short. K result not high enough for the strikeout there for Bettis. Austin Meadows grounded to short. Brings up Tommy Pham. 6-6, and that one is hit well by Tommy Pham. That one is going out to deep right field and gone. And we got us a tie ball game. Each team with a solo shot in the first. Tommy Pham matching Charlie Blackmon. That brings up Chi-Man Cho. 46. That's a 13. And that'll be a strikeout. He does not have a K1. No, he does not. That is a strikeout for Chi-Man Cho. Brandon Lau. 53 is a 20. 20 is going to be down to second. We're going to be testing the second baseman. That is... Who is that? Damn, I need another second baseman. Maybe I can move this over here somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put all this stuff. I don't have enough room for everything. I'm going to have to slide that over. There we go. Hopefully if somebody types in the chat, I might be able to see it. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. All right. So 2 goes to second for a Garrett Hampson is Garrett Hampson at second. He is a 22. 22 or less. Uh, 22 or less, it will be a good play. Is that correct? Am I thinking that right? Or is it higher than? Oh, geez. I gotta check that. Is it higher than or less than? Let's look for National Pastime Next Generation Plus. Wow, I've played enough games. You'd think I would know this. Bum, 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 bum. Boom, 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 boom. Right. Oh, it's his error check. Right. So if he rolls less than or his error check. Right. Okay, I'm always right. I know that. All right. So he was again. What was he? Hampton at second. 22 is his error check. So 22 or less, he will have the error. That's a 14. That's going to be an error. So error. Yes, we rolled there. Error on second. I guess it's just a one base error because it doesn't specifically say. So we're going to say reached on the error to, what is this, second base. There we go. And Brandon Lau is aboard on the E4. 2 outs for Brandon. And brings up Yanni Diaz. We now have a runner at first. There we go. 34 is a 31. 31 is not a strikeout. It is going to be a fly out to center field. And that will do it. But the Rays strike back with the home run off of Tommy Pham. We go to the second inning. Tie score 1-1. This is going to be a pain in the ass, though, because every time I have to get a new board on my charts, then I got to click back over into ball score. Ugh. All right. Due up is Ryan McMahon. And, of course, then I can't see this screen either. All right. Let's try that. All right. Ryan McMahon, the first baseman. 21 is a 32. No strikeout. That's going to be a pop fly out to right field. For the out, one away. Ian Desmond. Right-hander. Oops, hang on a second. I forgot to take out Ryan Stanek after 1 inning. Right. So we're going to get a new pitcher in. And that pitcher is going to be Ryan Yarbrough. Ryan Yarbrough doesn't bat. Okay. So Ryan Yarbrough is coming in to pitch. He's a right-hander. He'll be facing off against Ian Desmond. So we went one extra batter. That's okay. No foul, no harm, no foul. Ian Desmond. Oh, jeez. And Ian Desmond says, well, thank you very much, Ryan Yarbrough, for that ball down the middle. And he cranks it out into center field, and that one is gone. And the Rockies jump back out in front, 2-1. And that brings up Chris Iannetta, the catcher. 16-24. 24 is no strikeout. It's going to be ground ball to short. And that one's going to be picked up by Willie Adames over to Chi-Man Cho for the out. That brings up Mark Reynolds, the DH. 53 is a 20. Once again, we're going to be testing the second baseman. This time it's for Tampa, and that is going to be Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau at second base is a 13, real solid. 13 or less. Oh, it's a 21. He'll make the play. Ground ball to second, over to Cho. And we go to the bottom of the second inning here in Tampa, Florida. Kevin Killmar's up for the Rays. Rockies in the long ball, you don't say, says Tribe Fan. Yeah, I saw your game that you broadcast last game, and the Rockies hit 4 home runs. So, unfortunately, they are all solo home runs. But it was good. I was actually cutting these cards out that you are witnessing right here while I was watching Tribes Fans broadcast, because he's got such an easygoing personality when he's live streaming or when he's doing his games, and I can just sit here and cut and listen to him, and does a great job. So make sure you check out his channel. All right, Kevin Killmar, center fielder. Chad Bettis, 1-1, and Killmar got himself a 4. 4 is going to be a double. So a double by Killmar. And that brings up Daniel Robertson. Ray's trying to get back into this one. Daniel Robertson. Interesting, he's got like pitcher stats on his card. Yet he is a third baseman. So I don't know if that was a mix-up, a mess-up, whatever. Maybe he came in and pitched an inning. Who knows? Daniel Robertson. 1-1. And that is a hit off of Robertson. We have a runner on second, by the way, over here. Second. There we go. And Robertson, 1-1, gets him a hit of 24. 24 is a 6. 6 says double to left center field. Runner scores. It is not a first column 6, so we don't have to worry about it being switched to a home run. So it is going to be a double for Daniel Robertson in back-to-back doubles, and we got a tie ball game. It is 2-2 here in Tampa. These teams don't believe in singles. We got what do we got? We got 3 home runs and 2 doubles so far. And that brings up Michael Perez, the left-hander. 64 is a 38 with the runner in second. Wild pitch, unless he has a wild pitch of 0. Chad Bettis is a wild pitch of 2. So 36. Wild pitch, runner moves to third. So it is a wild pitch. Now I got to remember how to add that in with ball score. There we go. Wild pitch. Advancing to third. There we go. So now we got a runner at third. And Michael Perez gets another shot out of here. 25-14. 14 says base on balls. Walked them. So runners at first and third. Yes, first and third. And now it's Willie Adames. 2-2 is your score. We're in the bottom of the second. There is nobody out. Defense is going to play. Good question. How are they going to play? They're going to play. Are they going to play in? They're going to play in. Willie Adames. Whoa, hit it foul. That one went off the beaten path here. Willie Adames, 64 is a 13. That is a strike 3 called. So Adames is out. And that's through the lineup once. We still only have one out. And Austin Meadows back up. He grounded to short his first time up. Defense will now play back. Go for the double play. 41 is a 28. 28 is going to shortstop. He is playing deep. He's playing deep, and we need to know his range. Shortstop is Trevor Story. Story at short is a range of 3. Super solid, super fast. 28 shortstop, range of 3. Playing deep is double play. Runner on third scores, but it's a 6-4-3 double play. And that will not count the run as they get the double play. 6-4-3. And there is one out, so he will stay on third. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's 6-4-3. So we got us a 2-2 ball game after 2 innings. And it's Garrett Hampson up for the Rockies, second baseman. 34 is a 31. We got to go back to bases empty. 31 is going to be a fly ball to center. And that will be the first out. And we go to the top of the lineup. Charlie Blackmon, 1-for-1 with the home run. 16 this time. That is a 28. He's a left-hander. So K4 for Yarbrough. And 28 is no strikeouts. So it's going to be ground ball to short. For 2 away. And that brings up David Dahl. 6-6, and it's gone. Oh my goodness. David Dahl cranks one out, and the Rockies with 3 home runs in this game so far. Holy cow. And that brings up Nolan Arenado. They're on a pace to hit 9 home runs in this game. Nolan Arenado. 1-1, and that one is hit. It's going back. It is well hit, and it's gone. Nolan Arenado back to back with David Dahl, and the Rockies now have 4 hits, all of them home runs. And that brings up Trevor Story. Can they go back to back to back? 26. No, they can't, as that's going to be grounded to the first baseman. Actually, with 2 outs, it will be changed to a fly ball to right with 2 outs. So that's going to do it. But 2 more hits, 2 more runs, and the Rockies take a 4-2 lead. And Tommy Pham, 1-for-1 with a home run. We are going long ball city today here in Tampa. 16 is a bases empty 24. Not a strikeout, so that'll be a ground ball to short on the putout. That's Trevor's Story. T-Man Cho, he struck out his first time up. 24 is a 13, and guess what? That is another strikeout, so 2 strikeouts for Cho. Brandon Lau, he got a board on the E4. 14 is a 30. With 2 outs, that's a fly out to center. And we go to the top of the 4th, 4-2 Colorado. Ryan McKinnon, 53, and that is an 18. That's going to short. We're going to test the shortstop. That's going to be Willie Adames. At short, he's at 22. So 22 or less, he will have an error. Yes, it'll be error check. 23 just makes it, bobbles it, drops it, picks it up, guns it to first. Just barely in time and gets the runner by half a step. Almost an error. Ian Desmond, he hit a home run in the 2nd inning. 21 32. 32, there is one out, so 32 is going to be, it's not going to be a strikeout. We know that. It's going to be a pop fly to right, or fly out to right. And Desmond's out of there, and that brings up Chris Iannetta. Grounded to short. 25 is a 9. 9, we're going to be testing the pitcher against the right-hander. 34 or less, he'll get the out. 34 or less, that is the out variety. So on the 8, it's going to be pop up to short. And that'll do it for the top of the 4th inning, and the first time the Rockies have not scored in an inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 4-2 Rockies, and Yanni Diaz is up. Flew out to center his first time up. 65. That's a 35, and it's going to be a foul out. He is a right-hander, so he's going to pop him up to first base for the out. That brings up Kevin Kiermaier. Oh, shot that one a little bit too hard. 45 is a 14. He's going to walk. He does not have any. He does not have 14. What is it? A Z. Oh, right. Maybe he does. No. Versus lefties, he does not have. Versus right-handers, he's a Z3 actually. Versus lefties, he walks them more. So that will be a walk. So Kevin Kiermaier is aboard, and that brings up Daniel Robertson. We now have a runner on first chart. Daniel Robertson doubled his first time up. Got to third on the wild pitch. 31-14, and that is Z1, Z2, Z4, or W1. Z1, Z2, and Z4, and Bettis against right-handers is a Z3. So that is a walk. So back-to-back walks given up by Chad Bettis. And that brings up Michael Perez. Runners at first and second, one out for Michael Perez. So now we go to the first and second chart. First and second, there we go. Michael Perez, the catcher, walked his first time up. 33, and that could be promising, as that is a hit. That is a hit. What kind of hit is it? It's a 32, and that will be a 7 single. Left, 1 run scores. The other to second. A G runner will go to third. Daniel Robertson is a normal runner. He will stop at second, but the run comes in. Kevin Kiermaier on the single, and Kiermaier scores. Robinson will go to second, and they'll hold him there for Willie Adames. Rays get a run back. They're now trailing 4-3. One out, runners at first and second still. Willie Adames struck out his first time up. 26-13. Steve, right 3. Called, unless he's a K1. Nope, he's not a K1. So Chad Bettis trying to get through this 4th inning. 2 outs now, and back to the top of the lineup. That is Austin Meadows. Meadows is grounded to short both times. 63, and that is a strike 3, and Chad Bettis gets through the inning. But the Rays pick up a run. It's now 4-3 going to the top of the 5th. Ryan Yarbrough can go 25. He's got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So he's got a while. Mark Reynolds grounded to second his first time up. Oh my gosh. Mark Reynolds, though, that's just an H. So it's just a hit. It's not a home run. Wow, I've never seen so many 6-6s coming out. But that is a hit. Let's see what he gets on his second column. 63, and that is a 6. That's going to be a double by Mark Reynolds. No question about that one. And we go to the runner on second chart. And that brings up Garrett Hampson. Sorry, Garrett Hampson, not Greg. Garrett. Flew out to center his first time up. Whoa, and we got a runaway dice, and I've got cards in the way, and hopefully I don't know if I knocked the camera. Let me check the camera position. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. All right, Garrett Hampson, Ryan Yarbrough. 52 is a 27, and that's going to be checking the third baseman for an error. That's Daniel Robertson. And at the third base. Yes, he's at third. 15 doesn't make many errors. That is a 65, so he will get the out variety. And that will be out at first. Runner holds. And you know what I should have checked is his K result. K3, K5, K7, and K9 is the strikeout. Yarbrough's a K4, so it wouldn't have mattered. So that is going to be ground ball to third. Runner holds. Ground ball to third. Runner does not advance. Stays on second. And we go to 2 outs now. I'm sorry, 1 out. And Charlie Blackmon, 1 for 2 with a home run. Yarbrough, 42. That is a 9. We're going to test Yarbrough against lefties, 33 or less. Otherwise, it's a single through short. It's a 56, and that is going to be a hit. Single through short, runner to third. A G runner will score. That is Mark Reynolds. He is a poor runner, actually, so he will stop at third on the single. There we go. And Reynolds to third on the single by Blackmon. Runners at first and third now. Go to the first and third chart. I kind of like having the charts up here on the computer, so I don't need to flip them and it takes up less space. So you're right, Yarbrough, runners at first and third, 1 out. Do they play in? They are going to play. They're going to play in. They're going to play at the edge of the grass and try and get that runner out. Mark Reynolds is not very fast, so 62. Can they get it? 45. 45, runners at first and third is based on balls unless he's got a Z1 or a Z3. Yarbrough against the lefty is a Z2, so that is a walk. He's going to walk the bases loaded. David Dahl, and that brings up Nolan Arenado with the bases loaded. They're going to play back. They'll give up the run, but they got to get it out here. So they're going to play back. Nolan Arenado. 15. That is an 8. And we're going to be testing Yarbrough against the righty. 34 or less. 41. He gets the hit. That's going to be a single through short. 2-runner score. Runner on first moves to second on the base hit by Nolan Arenado. Single. Reynolds comes in. Blackmon's waved aboard. Dahl will stop at second. Nolan Arenado fist pumping as his 2 RBIs put Colorado on up 6-3. And is that going to be it for Yarbrough? Good Lord. The right-hander story coming up. Then a lefty. Then a righty. Wilmer Font is much better against righties, but terrible against lefties. Terrible. He's a 0, in fact, so he's automatic hit against lefties. You know what? They're going to leave Yarbrough in. They're going to leave Yarbrough in, and we have runners back at first and second. Okay. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Trevor Story up. 51 is an... Oh, it's an 8. I should have made the switch because that would have gave... the other pitcher had a 51 against right-handers, but Yarbrough, 34. You can still get him out. 34 or less. No, 56. That's a hit. It's a single over short. 1-run scores. And if the left fielder has an assist of 3... Left fielder is going to be Tommy Pham. His card's right here in front of us, which is cool. He has got an assist of 2. So not out at the plate. And there's only 1 out, so the runner does not score. All right, so it's a single over short. Runner, 1 run scores. Other goes to second. If there's 2 outs, he would go to third. So that is going to be another base hit. Single over short, 1 run scores. So Dahl comes in and not assisted the plate, and the other runner goes to second. So Arenado moves to second on the single, and that is 8 hits, 7 runs by the visiting Colorado Rockies. And you would maybe bring a lefty in at this point. But they got Jose Alvarado is a good lefty. He does have... He's more of a late inning guy, though. Your lefty that comes in early is Jalen Beeks, but he is terrible against lefties. So once again, they're going to leave Yarbrough in there, because they just don't have anyone to bring in right now against this. Colorado's got a good lineup to face off against Tampa's pitching today. Ryan McMahon, lefty, 53, and that is an 18 runners at first and second. We're going to be testing the shortstop. That's Willie Adames. Shortstop, 22 or less. He'll have the error. This time we need to roll high. 32, so that will be the out on the... What is his range? Is a 2. So with a range of 2, out at first, runners advance 1 base. So on the ground out to short, and Arenado will go to third, Story will go to second, and now there's 2 outs, and that brings up the righty Desmond, righty. You got 4 righties coming up in a row, so now's the time to bring the right-hander in, and that's going to be, oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. That's going to be Wilmer Font. Let's see if Wilmer Font's in our system. F-O-N-T. No, of course he's not. Which means now we have to pause the game. Go into new pitcher. No, cancel. We're going to go into lineup, manager, add player, F-O-N-T. L-M-E-R. Wilmer Font, he's righty. Okay. Alright, we will save the roster. Okay. Now if we switch back over, we should be able to bring him in. New pitcher. Wilmer Font. There we go. So Wilmer Font's going to come in to face off against Ian Desmond. It's a 7-3 ball game here. 46-13 Steve, right 3, unless we have runners at, actually, we need to look at second and third as the chart. Second and third, 13 is going to be strikeout unless he's got a K1. He does not have a K1. So that will be a strikeout. Come here, you stupid keyboard. So Desmond's swing and a miss. 2 outs now for Chris Iannetta. Wilmer Font trying to get the Rays out of this 5th inning. 3 runs in so far. 26 is a 24. That's going to short. And they're playing back. And the shortstop is Adames again. He's got a range of 2. Foul out behind third. Runners hold. Pop up to short. Okay, popped him up. So that is going to be, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is a 7-3 ball game. Chad Bettis, he can go 22. He's gone 18, 19, 20. So he can go a couple more. Righty, then the lefty, and then the lefty. So this will probably be it, as 2 lefties are on deck after Tommy Pham. So he's going to, actually, Tommy Pham is out of there. That's right. It's Ji-Man Cho, which is a lefty, then a lefty, then a righty, then a lefty. So it looks like, does Colorado have a lefty they can bring in? And they do have a lefty they can bring in. It's going to be Jake McGee. Actually, it's going to be, let's see, he can go 5 batters. So it's going to be DJ Johnson is actually going to come in for Colorado. New batter, new pitcher. That's what I meant to say. DJ Johnson. Let's hope. Is he in the system? J. A, B, C, D, H, I, J. No, of course not. So lineups, new lineup, and add player, and it's going to be Johnson. First name, DJ. And he is a throws left, bats right, actually. DJ Johnson, okay. Save roster. Okay. Hopefully I'm doing all that right so I don't have to do it anymore. Switch back over, and then new pitcher, Johnson. Doesn't bat, and he's coming in. So Colorado making switch here to DJ Johnson, the lefty. Ji-Man Cho, a lefty. Against left-handers, he's a K7. 45 is a 14, and that is with nobody on. We're going back to bases empty. 14, Z3 or Z4. He is no Z, so that will be a walk. So Ji-Man Cho earns himself a walk. Here comes the lefty Brandon Lau. Runner first chart now. Brandon Lau. Bam Bam's his nickname. 14. That is a 30. Fly ball to left. And the runner holds. That brings up Yanni Diaz. Diaz is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Runner at first for the Rays against DJ Johnson. 52. That's a 27. That's going to third. Third base, and that's going to be Nolan Arenado, of course, and his range again is a 3, so it's going to be a double play, but they don't actually need the double play, so it's just going to be ground ball and out, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. 7-3, Wilmer Font against Chris Iannetta. Now we got a righty, 3 righties coming up. So Wilmer Font, he can go how many? 6. He's only on 1, so he's got a little bit of strength. Chris Iannetta. Oh, jeez, and that one is hit well. I know this is a record here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is a record here, ladies and gentlemen. We've had this recording on. Please dial 911 if you see this ball. It has been hit again in the same spot. Gone by the Rockies. Right center field. Chris Iannetta for the Rockies. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? That is their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th home run of the ball game. And they're doubled up, or more than doubled up, Tampa. It's now 8-3. Mark Reynolds, 16. 16. It's a 28. 28. And he is a right-hander. That's a K6. That is a strikeout. That's why they brought Wilmer Font in to get the strikeouts. But Garrett Hampson, 2-2. And 2-2 is a 7. That's going to be a single. Solid single and base hit by Hampson. Back to the top of the order. That's the lefty, Charlie Blackmon up. Lefty, Charlie Blackmon, who's 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. And we got to go to the runner on first charts. Charlie Blackmon, Wilbur Font. Not very good against lefties. He's 0 chance of getting him out. He's a Z1 and a K9. So he will strike him out, but 2-2. And that is, can you guys see that? Let me look at, because I can't see. If I slide this back a little bit, maybe you'll see a little better. There we go. Or you know what? Maybe even push that back a little bit instead, because I don't want to be crowded. So 2-2 by Blackmon is going to be a hit. It will be a hit. We just have to see what kind of hit it is. So he was going to go 3 for 4 on the day. That's a 14, and that is a 6. Runner at first. Double. Over first. Runner on goes to third. A G runner scores. That is... Who is that? Hampson. And he is a G runner, so he will come all the way around to score on the single by Charlie Blackmon, right? It was a single. 14 is a... Wait a minute. Charlie Blackmon, right. 14, it was a second line 6. Right. It was a... Oh, it's a double, right. It's a double. Runner from first scores, and it's now a 9-3 ball game. And the power of the Rockies are coming out in full force today. That brings up David Dahl, who is 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk. That's a 41. We have, what do we have? We have runner at second now. Better switch that chart. 41 is a 13, unless he's a K1. He's not. That's a strikeout. David Dahl's out of there. Nolan Arenado is 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. 64 is a 13, and that will be a strikeout. And that will end the inning. And we go to DJ Johnson. He can go 5. He's gone 1, 2, 3 batters. Kilmar's a lefty, so he'll go up against the lefty, and then probably a pitching change here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll see. 54 is a 54 is a 32. 32 is against the lefties a K7. 32 K7. K69 is a strikeout. So a strikeout by Johnson on Kilmar. Now the righty, lefty, righty. Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go one more. Might as well. Well, maybe not. 55, and on a 55, Daniel Robertson is going to walk, actually, unless he's a Z3, Z4. He is not an A, and that will be a walk. And they're going to probably leave him in, so each of his grades go down 1 point, as he's now gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can only go 5 before he gets tired. So 6 batter, his ratings go down. So versus lefties, instead of a 15, he's a 14. Versus right-handers, instead of a 42, he drops to a 41. Oh, Jesus. And that is going to be a hit, 6-6, but unfortunately, it's just a hit by Perez. On the regular season, Perez had 0 home runs, so I don't see any 1s on his card. I do see lots of doubles. 43, and that is a 7. Actually, that's a single. So a single with a runner at first. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Yes, it will be a single because it's a second column. So P runner is going to hold second. A poor runner, that's Robertson. And Robertson is a normal runner, so he will go to third on the single. And advancing to third. So runners at first and third now for the Rays. And that will be it for DJ Johnson. That will be it for DJ Johnson. And the righty is going to be Chad bet has started the game, right? So it's going to be, He can only go 4. He can only go 5. He had no saves. He had 1 save. I guess we'll bring in the right-hander, Brian Shaw. So it's going to be, hopefully, new pitcher, Shaw. Of course not. All right, so we got to switch over. Lineup, manager, new player. Shaw. Bryan. He bats both and throws right. Okay. Save roster. Okay. All right, so now let's switch back over. New pitcher. Shaw coming in. So it's going to be Brian Shaw against Willie Adames. We have runners at first and third. 9-3 is your score. Rays can make things interesting, getting a couple runs here. 32. They're going to play back, by the way, and that's going to be a 26. And at second base this time, your second baseman is Hampson. And he's got a range of 3. Wow. So 26 in a range of 3 is going to be a double play. 4, 6, 3, double play. And that is not what the Rays needed. 4, 6, 3. And only because he had a range of 3. So, and that's going to kill it for the Rays here. So Brian Shaw comes in and does his job. And that brings up Trevor Story here for Colorado. It's 9-3. We're in the top of the 7th. Font has probably gone too many batters. He can only go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you want 1 extra, but that's okay. All right. I don't mind him going 1 extra. All right, so who's coming up? Right-hander. The Rays actually have 2 lefties. They're going to bring in Jalen Beeks, I think. And let's see if we can add Beeks. And we can. All right, so good. So Jalen Beeks, the lefty, is actually going to come in. Even though there's a righty-lefty, righty. Yeah, they just didn't bring any lefties in. I mean, they didn't bring any right-handers in except for Castillo. And he's the closer dude. So I'm not going to bring him in a 9-3 ball game. All right, so Trevor Story against Jalen Beeks. 25 is a 10C. 10C is a single to center. No, nothing else, just a single to center. So runner at first now, and Ryan McMahon. Oh Jesus! Ryan McMahon. Does the pitcher have a PHR of 4? He does not. He has a 3, so it will stay a home run, and that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Home run hit by Colorado Rockies today. It is now an 11-3 ball game. And Ian Desmond is up. 13. That is a back to what? Nobody on. So 13 is a 45. And it's going to be ground ball to first. For the out. Chris Iannetta. Top of the 7th, 1 out. 51 is a 14. Walked him. Unless he's got a Z3 or Z4. He does not. He actually has a Z1, but not a Z3 or Z4. Mark Reynolds is up. Reynolds is 1 for 3 with a double. 64. That's a 41. Fielder's choice runner forced at second. And his injured sliding. Check the injury chart. Batter safe at first. So it's unless he's got a wild pitch of WP of 3. He does not. Fortunately, he's a wild pitch of 2. So it could have been a wild pitch instead. But in this case, it's going to be a fielder's choice. Fielder's choice. It's going to go, what do we say it was going to go? 5-3 on the putout at second. 5-4, right? Third base is second, yes. Okay, 5-4 at second. And out of second. There we go. All right, so Reynolds is now at first. And that brings up Garrett Hansen, who's 1 for 3 with a single. 55. And with a runner at first, a 55 is a 9er. So we're going to be testing Jalen Beeks against the righty. 15 or less, he can actually get him out. 15 or less. Nope. It's going to be a hit. And hit beats out bouncer in front of the plate. Runner moves to second. So single, everyone moves up a base. So that wasn't terrible. Runners at first and second now. That's terrible. And there's 2 outs. Can Jalen Beeks get through this inning? Beeks can only go... Actually, Jalen Beeks can actually go 14 batters. He's already gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so he's going to be your long reliever, I guess, in the middle when you're down 11-3. Charlie Blackman, he is a triple away from the cycle. Home run in the first. Single in the 5th, double in the 6th. If he can get a triple, he will hit for the cycle. 42, that's probably not going to do it. Well, it is a 9. So against left-handers, and he's got 0 rating against lefties, so it's an automatic hit. Single to right, fills the bases. So single, and everyone will move up a base. So that brings up David Dahl with the bases loaded. Defense back. They're going to go for the out. 2 outs. Bases loaded. David Dahl. It's 11-3. 62 is a 45. That's going to be a pop fly out. He is going to be a left-handed batter, so he's going to pop him to third. So pop up to third. And they're going to get out of the inning. Somehow, some way, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack, 'cause I don't care if I never come back. So it's root for the Rays. If they don't win, it's a shame. But it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. All right, bottom of 7. 11-3. Most of the fans have started to head home. And we have Austin Meadows up against Brian Shaw. 6-6, and that one is hit well by Austin Meadows. And another home run as the 6-6 is coming out fast and furious today. If you were playing that in casino, you'd be making a lot of money today. A lot of money. I think that's 30-1 in the casino. So as many times as we rolled it, Tommy Pham is up. Tommy Pham is 1 for 3 with a home run. Oh, I thought it was a 6-6 again. But this time it's a 6-2. That's a 45. Ground out to first. What are you doing? That's not what I asked for. Not at all. I said ground ball. We're going to go ground ball. We're going to go to first. And we're going to be out of there. 1 out. Ryan Shaw can go 5. He's always on 3. Chi-Man-Cho. 55. And that is an 8. So that is going to be testing Ryan Shaw against the lefty. 51 or less, he'll get him out. 51 or less, and he'll get the out. And so that is going to be a line drive. How many outs is it? There's only 1. So it's going to be pop out to right. So fly ball to right field. Right is 9. Couldn't think of it for a second. That brings up Brandon Lau. He's 0 for 3. 56. He strikes out unless he has a K1, which he does not. So that is a strikeout. We go to the 8th. And it looks like Beeks can go how many? 14. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, might as well leave him in for the 8th. Save our pitching staff. Nolan Arenado having a pretty good day. He's 2 for 4 with a single home run. Nolan Arenado, 65. That's a 35. He's going to be fouled out. He's a right-hander, so he's going to foul out to first. Popped him up to first. And it brings up Trevor Story. The Rockies just swinging at anything right now just to get this game over. It's 11-4. Trevor Story, 16. That's a 28. He's a right-hander, so K4, 28. No K4, so that's going to be ground ball to short. And that brings up Ryan McMahon, the lefty. 56, and strikes him out. So it's 1, 2, 3 inning in the top of the 8th. In the bottom of the 8th, Shaw will be done. You know what? Shaw will stay in there. He can get a. They're gonna need somebody for the 9th. Yeah, we'll just leave him in there. He can go 5. He's gone 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gone 5. So his numbers will go down. But at this point, he can afford his numbers to go down because it's 11-4, right? So Yanni Diaz, 0 for 3 is Diaz. 35, and that is a 32. He's a right-hander, K4 on the 32. No, it's going to be a fly out to right. And those numbers don't come up all the time either. So Kevin Killmeyer, walk, double, and a strikeout. 43, 29. He's a lefty. 29 K3. Nope, K3's not on the list. And that is going to be ground ball to the pitcher. 2 outs, and Daniel Robertson went in the bottom of the 8th. Robertson, double, walk. 15, and that is a 10. That's going to be a single. So 2 hits and 2 walks for Daniel Robertson. Brings up Michael Perez with a runner at first now. Michael Perez, the catcher, single walk. The 7 and 8 hitters are doing well. 45-14, and that will be a walk on this. He is actually a left-hander. He does not have any Z rating, so that will be a walk. So 2 men aboard, and that will be it for Shaw. They've seen enough. They're not going to take any more chances. They're going to bring out Jake McGee. Hopefully we can put him in. No, we can't. Sign up manager. Add player. That's going to be MCGEE. Jake. LL. Lefty, lefty. Okay. Save. Okay. Back to the bottom. There we go. So Jake McGahee against Willie Adames. Runners are first and second. Let's go to that chart. There we go. 54-32. That's going out to right field. That's going to be, who is out of there? That's Charlie Blackmon. Charlie Blackmon, 32. We need to find out his range. Range of 1, actually. Not good. Fly out, runners hold. G on second goes to third. That's Robertson. And he's normal, so he will not go to third. And was there anything else there? Oh, K 6 to 9 will be a strikeout. Willie Adames, he is a righty, and McGahee is only a K4, so no. So it's going to be a fly ball out to right. Fly out to right, and the runners will hold. And that brings up the top of the ninth. And it's going to be Ian Desmond Beeks, right. So he's going, how many is he going? He's going 9, 10, 11. So yeah, might as well finish with Beeks here. 11 to 4. He can go 14. He's at 11, so he might as well just let him go as far as he can. And how many innings did he pitch in the actual real game? Beeks. He only pitched 1 1/3. Yarbrough went 4 1/3. Stanek went 1. Font went 1/3. Jose Alvarado went 1, and Diego Castillo went 1. But we're gonna not need. You know what? Fine. Be that way. We'll make the change. We don't want to stretch any pitcher out too far. Alvarado, can we please? Yes, we can. Okay, good. So Jose Alvarado, the lefty, will come in for the 9th. Ian Desmond, he is home run, fly out, strikeout, and a ground ball. Bring in Benny, says Don Henson. Oh my gosh, he's funny. Don, you missed a hell of a game here. You can see that score. The Rockies have hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home runs today against the Rays. All right, Ian Desmond against Jose Alvarado. I've rolled 6-6. I don't know, and the Rays being respectable, they're doing okay. They've hit 1, 2. They've hit 2 home runs. So, a total of 8 home runs so far in this game. I've rolled 6-6 I don't know how many times. Ian Desmond. Oh, foul. Base is empty. Ian Desmond. Alvarado. 43 is a 29. Alvarado against the righties at K6. 29, K6. Nope. It's going to be out at first on the ground ball to the pitcher. Esmond out. Chris Sinetta. 55, and he's laced that. And Alvarado I guess right-handers can get the out on a 21. He got it, 21. So the out is going to be a line, pop a fly out to right for the out. So somehow, some way, he got the out. Mark Reynolds, 1 for 4 with a double. 23, and that is a 12 out at first, unless he's a W. He is a W4. Instead, it's going to be W4, so he will walk. He will walk Reynolds. Which means I got to switch to the runner in first chart. 34, and that is a 31. K 6 to 9 against right-hander. He is. That will be a strikeout. So Jose Alvarado comes in and gets his man. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. 11-4. Just a few fans left in the seats here in Tampa. Austin Meadows. Is there going to be a rally like you've never seen before? Down what? 7 runs here. Austin Meadows against Jake McGee. 1-1, and that one is hit well, and that one's going out to left center field, and that one is gone. And the Rays are now only down 6 runs, and that brings up Tommy Pham. That was Austin Meadows has hit back-to-back home runs, 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 9th now. So Tommy Pham, he's 1 for 4 with a home run. 42, 14, he walked him, unless he's Z3 or Z4. And against right-handers, he's a Z2, so he will walk him. Chi-Men Cho, runner at first. 35, 22. That's going to be a check on the catcher. That's because Chris Iannetta. Chris Iannetta is a 14R2. So 14 or less, he'll have the error. Otherwise, it'll be the out result. It'll be the out result on the 22. Out. He's a range of 2, so it's out at first, runner to second. Unless it's a balk of 3 or 2 or 3, and in this case, he is a balk of 3. So it's a balk, runner goes to second. So Jake McGahee balks, runner, and that's a balk, and goes to second. So Chi-Men Cho gets a shot at this again. 1-1, and that is a 5. That is a home run to left center field. The Rays, nearly. The Rays are not done yet. That is their 4th home run of the ball game. It's now a 11-4, it's 11-7 ball game. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. And why does it not show new pitcher? Tampa, is it right? Brian Shaw. So, Chad Bettis started. He was replaced by DJ Johnson. He was replaced by Brian Shaw. So, for some reason, it doesn't show that we brought in McGahee. Jake McGahee. So McGahee's in. This should have been in, but I can't go. I'm not going to undo everything just to get McGahee in. It's now 11-7 ball game. Brandon Lau, Jake McGahee. So 6-5. I thought that was a hit again. Wow. 6-5 is a 35. And he is a lefty, so he's going to be foul out. to third base for the first out. Yanni Diaz. 13 is a walk, and this he's got a Z3 or Z4, and against right-handers he's got a Z2. So that again will be a walk. Brings up Kevin Killmeyer. 6'3", 32, 5 ball to right, and the Rays are down to their last out. And that's going to be Daniel Robertson. Robertson, single, double, walk, walk. He hasn't been out yet. Can they finally get Robertson out and end this? 45, and no, they cannot. That is a, well, hang on a second. It's a walk unless he has Z1, Z2, or Z4. Against right-hander, he is a Z2, so that is only 2 balls. So we got to roll again. 44, that could be worse as he's hit a 9. So Jake McGahee against right-handers. No, he cannot get the out, so it's an automatic hit. Single. Beats out bouncer in front of the plate. Runner moves to second on the single, and now there's runners at first and second. And that brings up Michael Perez. And if one more runner gets on, it's going to have to go to the closer, it looks like, which would be Castillo. No, not Castillo. It's going to be... see. I'll have to dig through the lineup and see who it is. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I mean, we hope it does, but Perez, 46, 13... Unless he's a K1, it's a strikeout, and that one's going to do it for the ball game. The visiting team has won this one by a score of 11-7. Let's go ahead and I don't even score. We'll end the game first of all. The win is going to go to looks like Pettis. No save because there was 4 runs there. The loss goes to Yarborough. Who cares? I don't know. Yeah, sure, save. That's fine. Now let's export Tampa Bay. Okay, update this team. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Can I cancel? All right. Let's do Colorado first. So we got to create this team. All right. COL. And home field is going to be, what is it, Coors Field? There's a Coors Stadium, Coors Field. What the hell is it called? Rockies Stadium. It's called Coors Field. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Coors Field. Field. They are in the National League West. Don't want to screw that up. Okay. I think they only played twice, and all this work for that, but whatever. And then Tampa Bay, updating their stuff. No, let's go ahead and save Game 5 end. What a Game 5 turned out to be, I'll tell you that for sure. If you joined us late, you missed a lot of action in the first couple innings. Good Lord. First pitch of the ball game, Charlie Blackmon went deep. Home run in the first, home run in the second. In the third inning, the Colorado Rockies were like, you know what? Let's stop hitting these home runs. Singular. Let's go back to back. So in the third inning, David Dahl and Nolan Arenado hit home runs, so that was 4 home runs. In the 5th inning, where they scored all the runs, actually, it was a double, a single, a walk, a single, and a single that scored all the runs. No home runs when they scored 3 runs. In the 6th inning, Chris Iannetta hit a home run. In the 7th inning, Ryan McMahon hit a home run. And then they decided just to swing at every pitch they could to get the game over with. And it ended up 11 runs, 15 hits, and 1 error. The Tampa Bay Rays. Why does that still say visiting team? It should have switched. Kind of disturbing. The Tampa Bay was pretty respectable, actually. They had 7 runs on 10 hits. That would win you a lot of ball games. 7 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Unfortunately, when you give up 6 home runs, your 7 runs don't matter, I guess. Home runs, 2 by Austin Meadows, 1 by Tommy Pham, 1 by Chi-Man Cho. And is that it? Yes, 4 home runs. A bunch of doubles and singles and some walks. They actually walked quite a few times. The Rays had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 walks. Let's see. Can we go to our? Let's see. We can probably go to the. What is this situation? Box score. Huh. There's your box scores. Doesn't look as nice. But anyways, there you guys go. Don, Tribe Fan, everyone that came out. Your final score is 11-7, and Tampa Bay falls to 3-2 on the season. We'll see everyone next time. Thanks for coming on out. We'll see you all very soon. Until then, take care. Have fun and be safe out there.